why I love the markets, and that's why the stock market is one of the greatest investments out there. And I'll say this over and over because I've been investing now for 12 years, guys. The stock market is the best investment out there. It's the best investment because I'm not saying this out of theory. I'm not saying this out of academic information. I'm saying this because it's true. It works. The stock market is the best investment in the planet. I don't know if this is working. No? Trying something new again since it's the start of the year. So let's see how it goes. But let's see. Are you guys there? Yeah. Are you guys there? Right, so it's working, yeah. So I get to have a camera, and then I get to have a chart all in one go. Then I'm just gonna read everything via my phone na lang. So that's how it's gonna be. Something new, something new. By the way, I did a YouTube live also for the first time. It's there in YouTube, so I answered a couple of questions that I'll probably not answer here anymore. So I'm gonna make a combination of it. No, I'll make some videos for YouTube, then I'll make some videos also for Facebook as well. So there will be a combination of canned and I guess there will be a combination of canned videos. In the same way, there will be a combination of live videos like this, where at least we get to interact. So how are you guys? Comment below. How are you? Your name, where you're from, then the stocks that you want. It's nice to be back. The market is back after a few days now. We had 3 days of trading before we closed the year, but normally pag ganun, it's weak volume lang eh. And normally at that time a lot of people are on breaks already. So I'm just excited that the market is back. When I was employed, I would love days where there's no holidays or no vacations, because I knew that every time the market was up, every time that there's no holiday, the market is open. So ganun eh, for those who are trading and investing, sarap, diba? You like days that walang holiday because it pushes you to watch the markets more as well. And ayun, every January it's relatively optimistic for me because it's a brand new year, it's a new day, it's a new season. It allows you to also reflect, and that's what I do every January. Every time the year starts, I use this time to reflect on not just trades that I've made for 2018, but also what I need to change in a business aspect, in a financial planning aspect, and also in my portfolio. Kasi I mentioned this in the video in YouTube that basically I look at all of my investments at the end of the year. Then at the end of the year, from stocks to bonds to REITs to ETFs to gold to cash to everything else, then I check, do I need to add more to my stocks this year, or should I siphon off more into something that gives me more fixed investment? So that's what I normally do. So it's medyo a light. That's why I don't know. Nung patapos na yung taon, medyo taxing na. I had 77 flights to end the year. So it's nice to be recharged again. I was just in the beach for Christmas. Then I was just at home. I'm probably thinking of I'm thinking I'll write a book this January. Comment below if you want it to be technical analysis too, my continuation to breaking the resistance, or I'm planning to write something also parang something that will push you and encourage you to hustle further, to push you to start to invest and to trade more. It's me sharing also my life and my story, how I started. So I don't know how will it be from that perspective, but let's see how it goes. And I'm just glad that the market is back. So by the way, congratulations at ako na congratulations, but no, instead of saying congratulations, thank you. We've reached 100,000 likes in this page, so thank you so much to all of you. I never expected that it would hit 100,000, but it's always an honor to be able to do stuff like this, to be part of your journey, to be able to push, to be able to hustle, to be able to share not just the way I trade, but also my journey when it comes to stock trading and investing. And I just love it that you guys are part of this journey. And so people are now online. I'll greet you guys as well, and then as I start greeting, just comment the stocks that you want and the city you're from, and then we'll take it from there. Annie Revilla from Where Are You asking for BCOR and XNO. I think I'll include BCOR. I got over 100 messages just asking about BCOR because BCOR got battered. It got heavily battered today. So let's see how it goes from there. Sige na nga, let's actually start it first. Let's actually start analyzing the market already. So first things first. Number one, the PSEI. The PSEI did not have any value turnover, was relatively weak. It was around 3 billion lang today. No? So please remember, a lot of the funds are still probably out on a vacation. So if they're still out, they're not fully invested yet and fully into the helm of all of it. You can't really expect a large push, a large amount of volume over the next few days and months. And a few days. So yun. Now, next thing that I'd like to point out is this. Looking at the PSEI now, you will see this basically that, hey, it's forming still a resistance here, that it needs to break out from the 7560, 7570 level before we can actually denote that there might be a movement and a larger strength pushing the index higher. So if we fail to break out of this level, this is a strong resistance still preventing the markets from moving higher. We will probably consolidate in this small range. So for every time I discuss the index, so please take this under the consideration that we're talking about people who are looking at the broad range of the market, people who are trying to analyze it from a market perspective. So since we entered December, we've been trading this small and thin range already. It's been moving in this range for the past 5 or 6 weeks already. So the range where it's been moving is at 7370 all the way to 7575, and that's the thin range. So why am I saying this? If we don't break from 7575, you can expect the market still to consolidate. You can see that it could possibly go to around 7368 over the short term. Now let's look at BCOR. Comment below if you have BCOR, guys. Comment below if you have it. Now BCOR was one of the most battered stocks for the day. Let me just adjust it first. There you go. Then I'll remove. Look at the heavy selling. Now this denotes the large selling. People escaping BCOR at a very, I guess, at a very strong rate. You have to remember that price and momentum go hand in hand with each other, meaning as you see this large selling, it's also confirmed by this, and not just that, it broke this support level. It got protected only by this level. So if this does not hold, possible movement downward for Berjaya, for BCOR will be around 2.65. So please remember this from the previous videos that I've mentioned also, that BCOR is mainly just price action, mainly just news, that you better know when to exit. And the fact that there was large selling already today denotes already that people are getting out, people are escaping the stock as well. So it will be prudent, since the 200-day moving average did not hold. That is a good sell signal already from a short-term perspective. So for BCOR, please be wary. There's a large sell down already with large volume. For those who entered early, it might be a good area already for you to take profit. So quick traders for BCOR, get away, sell, take profits. Congratulations to those who made money off of it, who are about to make money, who are about to sell. Then next, if it does not hold, please remember, if it does not hold the 3.30 level, I believe BCOR can drop to around 2.67, 2.7. So And what you need to remember, B Corp does not hold 3.3, it can drop to 2.7 for the short term. So that's where we are with B Corp. Another stock that dropped today, I don't know if you guys have it. This stock isn't really traded. I don't know. A lot of people are not big fans of it, but Manila Water dropped heavily today, primarily because it's already at the resistance of 28 pesos per share. If you've noticed it also, Manila Water somewhere around early December already hit the resistance at 28, and as you all know, our goal every time stocks hit the resistance is to sell. Since December, Manila Water has been hovering from 26.35 to 28. That's the short tradable range for it. So should you be surprised that Manila Water dropped down today? Not really. Why shouldn't you be surprised? Because basically a stock that hits the resistance will primarily go down, will primarily retrace, and will just go down. And your goal is not to be sentimental. I'm not sentimental about any stock regardless if it's Jollibee, Ayala, Corp. If the fundamentals change, I sell. If the technicals say it's reversing, I sell. And that's how you're supposed to treat it. Do not be emotional when it comes to your stock. So Manila Water is down today because it failed to break 28. Manila Water is down today because there's a resistance at 28. Should it drop, Manila Water will just continue its downward motion up to the support at 26.35 pesos per share. So that's what we have for Manila Water. Let me greet more people. Si Lawrence Edama asking for ISM, CLC, and CHP. Very, very good suggestions. Joel Nognog, is that your real name? Joel Nognog, happy New Year to you. Angelica Padilla asking for PMI Now and SM Prime Holdings. SM Prime had large value turnovers today. Jeff Vismonte, top fan, happy New Year to you as well. EJ Eagle, another top fan, asking for URC and SBC. Jen Jun Himorsura asking for SM and URC. Lots of requests for URC today. Then you also have Manuel Nunez II asking for SCC and SMC. EJ Eagle, happy New Year. Guys, please comment your name and where you're from also, so I get to know where you guys are from. I'm so bubbly today kasi wala, I was just here the whole day. So ganun yung nagagawa no, if there's it's just fully trading the markets and watching the markets. Medyo mas bubbly, I guess, when I do stuff. Kim Villanueva asking for Bell, SSI, ABX. Christian Cruz, happy New Year to you as well. Then you also have Carlo Duay asking for MBT. Christian Emmanuel Cruz asking for Meg and IDC. Now let's go first for SM Prime Holdings. SM Prime, by the way, guys, no, it's one of the ones that it's not just that it did not move. It moved, but it also moved with relatively good volume. Let's look at this. Guys. So for SM Prime, it's this. What's interesting about this, for those who attended our Stock Smart sessions, you know what this means. You know our Kupol principle. Another thing that you need to consider is this. There's a breakout from this resistance. It will try to challenge this level. So for SM Prime, it's a very, very, very good textbook breakout. And then for those who attended our Stock Smart sessions, you know what this means. You know what this cross means as well. So you have this cross and you have this breakout and you have this very, 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 very large candle, which may now cause this stock to at least attack and challenge the resistance here at around 37.5 pesos per share. So the context, the narrative for SM Prime is this. It will try to attack, it will try to challenge 37.45. If it does not break out from 37.45, you may expect SM Prime to correct a bit and you may expect it to retrace a bit. But some indicators, some oscillators are showing you that there is a more bullish undertone to the stock already. So interesting days ahead, exciting days ahead. Let's see how it goes. Then, next thing I'd like to discuss is if it breaks out from 37.45, it will go to 39. So you can place that as your target prices. So 37.45 first area to sell. Does not break out from that, take profits. Breaks out from that, adjust your target price to 39 pesos per share. But if it does not break out from 37.45 prime, you can just go back to 35.95, around 36 pesos per share. More greetings. John Santos from Quezon City asking for MPI. Nolino Sonisa from Taiwan. Yeah, remember we met in Stock Smarts Taiwan. I'll be back in Taiwan this November. So I hope to meet you and I hope to eat more of those dim sum and shabu-shabu. No, kasi if you've been following the videos, you know, my wife wants to, she loves to eat eh. So, syempre, sasamahan ko kasi masarap kumain. Eddie Fernandez, Happy New Year. Mark Gonzalez, good PM. Mildred Miranda, Happy New Year. Moises Plano. By the way, I'll be in, I think, Saksi or 24 Oras. I gave my thoughts also on the economy, the GDP, interest rates, inflation for next year. So you guys can check that out as well. Then tomorrow I'll be in TV5 to talk about also my my take on the markets and also saving and investing as a whole. So there. Sino ba? Ricky Aguirre from Cavite City. Hello to you. Jen Villaralvo, Happy New Year. Vin Alcantara, Alan Roda from Mindoro asking for MPI RLC Pizza. JR Panoy, CHP Now Web watching from Calbayog, Samar. Oy, Samar is amazing. Guys, unbeknownst to many, there's so much amazing beaches in Samar. Mark Fernandez watching from Kuwait asking for DD and STR. Maganda sa Middle East ngayon. It's not so hot. Medyo malamig. Ivan Lucis asking for CHP Alco FTC from Makati. Okay, let's go with Now first. Let's go for Now Telecoms. Comment below if you guys had Now. Now was an amazing trade for the first part of the year. Kaso when, of course, you have to remember when news dies down, when the hype dies down, you suddenly see people start to sell. So now let's try to break down Now as of this point in time. From a longer perspective, you see this 1, 2, 3 moving averages showing you that Now is still bearish, meaning there's still sellers in charge yet. So you really can't expect Now to move up until it breaks past those areas. But can money be made? Of course, because it's consolidating naman. As you can see it, I'll zoom in here. Now has been consolidating at this range since December. There's now a support at now at around 3.15 level. Your resistance is around 4 pesos per share. So why am I saying this? If it continues, your target price for Now should be up around 28 or 29%. Target price should be around 4. So meaning, narrative behind this is for those who bought around 3, your target price is at 4, 4.1. For those who are considering this as a breakout, also set your target at around 4 pesos per share. So if this narrative follows through, you might see a rounding bottom. I'm not a big fan of chart patterns, but it looks like it's forming in that fashion, given that you have a support at 3.1, 3.2, and you have a resistance at around 4. Should it happen, it does not break out at 4 pesos, take profits and sell. So that's it for Now. Next, one of the good trades for the end of the year was AGI. AGI was amazing. When we closed the year, it was one of the stocks that was breaking out. Please remember the context. AGI has been battered down. Albeit fundamentals, I'm not a big fan of its fundamentals. For those who've attended our Stock Smart sessions, you know why it's been in a downtrend and you know why the fundamentals have been supporting it as well. But now, let's look at what the technicals are telling us. Look at this, guys. This was the run that I was saying for AGI. This was one solid run, guys, for AGI. For those who followed that, narrative, I've mentioned this in previous videos that there was a strong resistance at around this level, that there was a strong resistance surrounding the 12.4 level, which, look at this, I'll zoom in so you see it better. I'll zoom in. There you go, guys. As you see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days of it trying to break out 12.4, 12.5, but it did not break out from that level. So what can you expect from that? Since it failed to break out from that level, you are a quick trader, failure to break out of a strong resistance, sell. For those who sold, for those who took profits out of that AGI 12.5 resistance, congratulations. The upward run is done as of this moment. Sana if it broke out of 12.5, no, the stock started sana to turn and reverse, and it started sana to become bullish once again, but because it failed to break out from that, wala eh. So our goal is not to be emotional. Our goal, once it started to hit those levels, is just to sell and take profits. Boom! Next. I don't say boom during Facebook live sessions, no, but I said boom. So new year, new catchphrases, I guess. Anyways, for those who sold, congratulations. It's now consolidating. If it fails to hold 12, I think it can drop further to 11.5 pesos per share for the short term. Alright, so next, let me greet some more people. The people. Harold Silva asking for Wilcon. By the way, I have a question. When I do Facebook Live, it's normally 30-45 minutes to an hour. Do you normally stay for the whole length of the video, or when I do Facebook Live, do you just want 10-minute videos? So I want to know, no? So please, I want also parang feedback also on how I do the videos. Please comment below if you want the Facebook Live to just be 10 minutes, fewer stocks, or you want it to be this length na medyo longer siya na format, 30-45 minutes to an hour's worth of Facebook Live. So at least for the next videos or the next Facebook Lives that I create for 2019, I will follow that format. So comment below either you want something fake, you want the Facebook Live to just be 10 minutes, shorter stocks, fewer stocks, or you want the Facebook Live to be lengthy, more discussions, and then 30-45 minutes long, I guess. So let me know. Next, Harold Silva for Wilcon. Zocavilda from Singapore asking for Petron. I will be in Singapore May this year. Excited for Laksa again. By the way, my schedules for this year, it's not yet fully done, no? But the schedules will comprise February I'll be in Qatar, March will be Stock Smarts Manila, April will be Cebu, then I will have, I think Hong Kong will be August, Taiwan will be November, Dubai will be somewhere August, September, then I think July will be CDO and Iloilo. So those are the schedules pa lang so far. Alfred Kisto from Quezon City, hope that I have a standard time so I could listen to you more. No standard time eh, that's the thing eh. Because schedules are crazy and I don't have a normal routine. No, depende sa gising, depende on what I do per day. That's when the videos actually just work out and pan out. So I'll try to make, I tried to make that before. No, I wanted it to be more regular. But it's because of I travel a lot, so my time zones change and my day-to-day routine isn't the same. It's not the same all the time. So yun eh. I can't eh. Mark Gonzalez is saying to sell the rose. I can't eh. My wife is actually keeping it. She likes to keep it there. I don't know why, but she likes it there. So yun. Mark Belon from Bacoor, thank you also. Sek Kalma asking for CHP. Jay Panoy watching from Samar. Grachel from Hong Kong, hello. Joseph Mendoza asking for Nickel Satur Ligasay from Queensland, Australia. Now let's look at CHP. Comment below if you guys have CHP. CHP, guys, by the way, it's one of the most battered stocks still. From a trend perspective, it's still, look at this, boom! It's still one of the most battered, long-standing stocks that is in a heavily strong downtrend. So if I'll put strong resistances for this, I will place it here, 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 and probably here. Then that's your next support range. So for CHP, here's the next scenario. CHP now just broke out from the 50-day moving average, but it really honestly needs to break out of 2. If it breaks out from 2, the next narrative for CHP is it can go here, boom, 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 then it will attack the 2.4 level. But if it does not break 2 over the next few days, it can just retrace and just go back here. So why am I saying this? If you are a quick trader, please respect these ranges. Fails to break out from 2, take profits, sell. Breaks out from 2, stays above 2, the stock can go to 2.4 and you can peg a sell signal at the 2.4 level as well. Next is, if it fails to, if it breaks out from 2.4, then it now has a fighting chance to go to around 2.9. So, trading plan, CHP, number 1, breaks out from 2, target price is 2.4, breaks out from 2.4, target price is 2.8, fails to break out from 2, it can go back to 1.6. But wait, guys, look at this. Another, I think it's forming another rounding bottom. So many rounding bottoms for today, guys. I don't know why, but there's so many rounding bottoms that's happening in the market. Probably because we went up, then we retraced, and we started to go up again. So I don't know. Let's see how it goes now. But what you need to remember is the resistance at 2. If it fails to break that, we can go to 2. If it fails to break that, it can go back to 1.6. But if it breaks that, it can go to 2.4. And you can adjust and set your target prices there. Quick water break. Anyways, next, Eric asking for Apple stocks. Interesting. Comment below for sino sa inyo nagtitrade ng mga US stocks. That's amazing and interesting. I love trading Nasdaq. Woohoo! Next, Mildred Miranda asking for PXP. Jelin from Davao. Joe Amugis from greetings from CDO. Eric's asking for APL. Daryl Gloria asking for MPI. Mildred Miranda from Israel. Moises Alano asking for EA. Is there thoughts on EA as a possible partner of Subway awarded Japanese for sure? I don't know. If you notice it, no, I only stick to the technicals and the fundamentals. I don't follow stories. I don't follow cuentos because I cannot quantify and build a strategy off of cuentos, off of rumors or hypes. And what's nice about charts is you see everything from what it's supposed to be, and that's how you can build a strategy, and that's how you can make it sustainable. If you build your stocks based on what the charts would say altogether. Mark Fabro, Happy New Year, Sir Marvin. BPI and BDO, are they a goodbye now? He's from Makati City. Alex Negre, Sir Marvin, nasa mutual fund ako. Saan mas magandang mag-reinvest? If you're passive, just buy the index fund. Just follow the index. Paul Drilon from Doha asking for Web and X. Diana Ross, longer. Romel C, a 10-minute video. Oh, okay. Diana Ross wants longer videos. Romel C, a 10 minutes. Aida Herradura, longer. Waltz Lial from Baler. Okay, most of you guys want longer videos, so let's do longer videos. Longer. Si Judith Abadilla, galing at tumatawid from YouTube to Facebook. I remember you, Judith. I remember. The North remembers. Anyways, let's look at tapos na tayo sa CHP. Let's look at URC. Okay? URC. There you go. Boom. URC, look at this. Resistance is here. Very, very short resistance, and you see the range somewhere here. So there's a very, very thin range for URC. As you can see, MACD is also showing you that really there's no push, there's no momentum, and this flattish one's denoting that really there's no momentum in the stock. It's just really flat. So the small, short, tradable range for URC is 126 to 129. Resistance is around 135, 136 if you are a position trader. So how do I segment this? URC, position trader. The stock is still bearish, stay away. URC, quick trader. Stay away also because the tradable range is not as it's not as interesting because it's only 2% and it's a bit sideways. So it's good to trade sideways markets if the range is thick, but if it's thin, not so sulit. You could have a better framework trading something else. So we've talked about BCOR, MWC, SM Prime, CHP, URC, AGI, and now let's look at GT Capital naman. GT Capital also was for those who've been following the videos, it's now bullish as what I've mentioned. As long as it stays above the 940 level, you are a position trader. Stay. Why? Look at this, guys. Here, it's now forming its higher lows already. And as you know, for those who attended your Stock Smart sessions, you know what higher lows mean. You know what it tells you, and you know what key reversals would talk about. And look at this. Look at how strong oscillators are after this movement. After this, you now have the confirmation of this. So that's what's interesting about it. So now, position traders, for people holding GT Capital, hold, add some more. As long as it stays above the 940 level, I believe the bullish momentum, the bullish movement is still there for GT Capital as a whole. So for those who have GT Cap, congratulations. By the way, for those who crushed it last year, congratulations to all of you. Market's down, but that's what's amazing about it. If you're trading it with confidence, you're not buying the entire market. You can find stocks that are doing and performing well. Now let's look at WEB. Comment below if you have WEB, because WEB is breaking out. It didn't just break out, but look at this, guys. It broke out from this resistance. This resistance. It was consolidating and moving from 2.9 to 3.35, but the breakout of that, as confirmed by the candle we see today, here's your large breakout, guys. Booyah! There's your breakout. So now, possible movement, possible target price. Next target price for the stock would be possibly here at around 4.2 levels as well. So consider 4.2 as the next target price for WEB. The breakout from 3.35 is what's going to push it relatively higher for those who position. Congratulations. Just a word of caution. Word of caution. Please, a lot of people get so excited by breakouts like this, but please exercise caution also that should in the next few days it does not hold this level, it does not hold 3.35, you must escape, you must get out. Because why? This now becomes the resistance, and it now possibly will go down again. So if there's one number for you to respect, it's 3.35. You have WEB 3.35, that's your new support level. Fails to hold 3.35, the stock would go down further. If it holds 3.35, WEB could just form a support at that level, and it could push to the resistance that I've mentioned to all of you, which is at the 4.2 levels as well. So congratulations to those who are positioned in WEB. Sonia Makarang wants a 35 to 45 minute video. Fatih, she's from Singapore. Mark Modesto, longer for FB Live. For Dubai, of course, I'll be there second half of the year for Stock Smarts. Byron Laro, Happy New Year. Chris Po asking for Meg. Let's do Meg. Meg, no, sarap i-trade ng Meg. You know why? It's one of those companies that is relatively big but has a lot of volatility. So when I say volatility, ito masarap i-trade last year. This area, then this area, then this area. So now Meg is at the resistance close to around, we have a resistance, there's a major resistance at 5, but you have a shorter one here. So for Meg, it's this range. So your tradable range for Meg is this. If you've noticed it, no, it's either the stocks are breaking out, forming a rounding bottom, or consolidating in a narrow pattern. For Megaworld, it's under the notion that it's consolidating at a narrow pattern with a support of 4.7 and a resistance at 4.9. Grabe no, ganito ako ka-active, walang talks eh. So I need an outlet to share my insights. Kasi pag may talk, minsan napapagod na ako. I don't get to share as much as this. But it's been so long eh. I think the last talk I had was December 15. It was when we talked about the top 10 stocks for 2019. So roughly 3 weeks walang talk. So excited, kikil, at just to share as much. And for those who've been watching the videos, I never had this much energy for a Facebook live session. It's just nice to be back. It's nice that the market is back. So Meg, Tradable range is 4.7 to 4.9. Support right now, short-term support is at 4.7. Short-term resistance is around 4.9. Failure to break out from 4.9 will just bring the stock back to 4.7. Breakout from 4.9 will bring it to 5. So it's medyo a very, very thin range already for, relatively thin range for Megaworld as of this point in time. So that's for you, Chris po. Medyo magalang po tayo, Chris po. Now, Zain Estuban, watching from Tuguegarao. I think I'll be there, no? But for a, I think I'll be in Tuguegarao, but for a corporate client, they're gonna fly me in there. I don't know the specific date, no? But noted on your request for SCC, Edson Mendoza asking for PIP. John Casas, Happy New Year. I remember you from the Facebook Live sessions last year. Nash Mua from Doha, Qatar. Insight on Ferro. RJ De Vera, hoping that I could join the March Stock Smarts. Yeah, hope to see you. RJ De Vera, next Stock Smarts will be March 9, 10, 16, and 23. 15, 16, and 8, 9, 15, 16, and 23. So, I'm excited, no? Normally, the Stock Smarts ng March for Manila, that's where everyone's optimistic because you haven't seen how the year how the year would unfold yet. So, yeah, hope to see you. If you don't have the link yet, I'll comment it right now also so you can join us. Here's the link, www.bit.ly/StockSmarts Manila. There you go. That's for you, RJ De Vera, top fan. Anyways, next stock, let's look at PIP as requested by everyone. PIP, by the way, is Pepsi. No, so you know me. I'm not a big fan of sugar. If you've been following the previous videos, I lost a lot of weight because I just stopped sugar. Anything that has sugar is not so good for the body, and Pepsi has a lot of it. But anyways, here's the trading range. If you notice it, it's consolidating also and trading a very, 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 very narrow range. So I'll place an avoid signal primarily because it's close to the resistance at 1.4, but its tradable range is 1.27 to 1.4. It's a 9%, 10% range. So as it hits 1.275 buy, as it hits the resistance at 1.4 sell. If you're a position trader, and if I zoom out from this perspective, you will see that it's still in a massive, longer and stronger downward trend. So if you are a position trader, stay away from the stock first. Stay away from the stock first because I don't know, it's still in a downtrend. So you are a position trader, stay away first. If you're a quick trader, stay away also because it's close to the resistance. If you are joining us just now, thank you so much. We've hit 100,000 likes. Thank you guys. You guys are amazing. You know I do what I do because it's fun, and it's just nice, no? To hit the 100,000. I never thought I'd hit 100,000, but thank you so much. Thank you for making the page hit 100,000. Napatunayan natin na kahit hindi gwapo, kaya pala magkaroon ng 100,000. So, thank you na kahit hindi ako gwapo, you still like the page and you still follow. And yun, I guess, yun yung advantage ng stock market. Hindi mo kailangan maging gwapo para mag-trade ng stocks. So, thank you so much. Next, so that's PIP. Next, let's look at MRC naman. MRC as requested by Erico Timbang. MRC. There you go. Boom. MRC, if you look at this, so what a sharp movement up by MRC. Boom. There you go. And it's now floating above this moving average as well. So here's the narrative. If it holds this, I think MRC stays above. If it stay above 0.44, it will challenge this level. Next resistance is around 0.54. So you can peg this. This is around a 24% gain, no? So you can peg this level. If MRC stays above 0.45, the next possible movement for MRC is this. It will just go here, boom, and you can sell here. You can take profits for MRC there. Alright, that's a good area for you to actually sell MRC. But if this level, this entire 0.44 level does not hold, you must also sell here and you can take profits. Either way, if you entered here already from the breakout here, congratulations, because anywhere you sell, you will still make money because the take profits here is still 40%. But if it continues and it goes here, your gains will still be relatively bigger. So congratulations. So now, what you need to remember, MRC does not hold 0.43, sell. If 0.43 does not hold, sell. If 0.43 pushes up, bounces up, set your sights on the 0.54 level, and that's an area for you to sell and take profits as well. So sabi ni Tata Deloho, thumbs up. Sabi ni May Galvan, hi Sir Marvin, FB please, thank you. You have Jerry Cocoy Ramos asking for DMC and JG Summit. Mary Grace Rojas, I remember you. You attended Stock Smarts 2012 in Manila. Tama ba? You are a doctor, if I remember it properly. Is it correct? I try to remember those who attend the seminars, no, but minsan nakakalimutan ko. But if I'm correct, Mary Grace Rojas, please comment below na correct ako. I hope it's correct. You have Arman Magno from Perth, Australia. Happy New Year. Arman, we might do Stock Smarts there in Perth. I don't know yet, but maybe Perth or Brisbane or Sydney. So let's see how it goes in that narrative and context. Jeric Cocoy Ramos asking for DMC. So let's look at DMC. By the way, for those who are new to this, this stocks by request portion, this is a portion where you guys send the request, I tally them. Those who sent, I posted the stocks by request portion, I think early yesterday. So the one that has the top votes is what I normally analyze. But since this is a Facebook Live session, I also analyze some of the stocks that are included in that as well. So, yon. DMC. I'm lost. I'm out of words. I'm normally not out of words, but I'm out of words. So DMC, if you look at this, DMC, by the way, is a super fundamentally sound stock. No, if you look at this, it's already positioned in a good and solid uptrend here. So very, 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 very good and solid uptrend. So if you are a position trader, kudos to you because the stock is moving up, heading up, and if it continues in this upward projection, it continues in this upward trend. Hey, guess what? Because of this, if I extend this, no, let's try to extend this further. Boom, 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 boom. There you go, there you go, there you go. If I try to extend this, there. If I try to extend this uptrend and I try to extend this too, there. So the possible movement for DMC from a position trading standpoint will bring it over here, meaning it has to break this resistance first for it to go up and push up. So key narrative, URC, position traders. Since the stock is still in an uptrend, you know it. For those who attended our Stock Smart sessions, you know what we're supposed to do when a stock is in an uptrend. But anyway, since it's still there, no sell signal for position traders. For quick traders, there's a resistance at the 13 peso level, meaning also if it fails to break out of 13 over the short term, please notice it now. Short term, ito, medyo obvious na it's having a hard time to break out of this level. So failure to break out of this level, the stock may possibly retrace and go back down here. So quick trader, failure to break out of 13 will bring the stock back to 12. So remember this, let's break it down. Failure to break out of 13 will bring the stock back to 12. Breaks out of 13, the uptrend continues and it will push up, push up, push up. It will go somewhere to around this level. Next resistance will be around 14 pesos. So position traders, no sell signal yet because it's in an uptrend. Quick traders, breakout of 13 will bring it to 14. Failure to break out of 13 will bring it to 12. As simple as that. That's what makes the stock market amazing, because you get to trade, you get to do it based on how you want to analyze it. And if you notice, charts are the way to go. Now, look at this. URC, baby. URC, no, not URC. Vista Land by the Villiers. Okay, Vista Land, look at this. We try to form a rounding bottom here, hit the resistance, but it failed. For those who took profits there, congratulations. Then it started to retrace again, hit the support. Vistalan is so predictable. Buy at 5. Then now it's over here, forming another rounding bottom. If it fails to break out from 5.4, guys, keynote, quick trader, fails to break out 5.4, you know what to do. If you bought at 5, congratulations, it failed to break. If it fails to break out from 5.4, you are now sitting at the backs of a 5.5% gain. If it breaks out from that next target price and it follows the rounding bottom formation pattern, whatever you want to call it, if it follows that narrative, the next target price will bring it to around 5.7 pesos per share. If you bought at 5.1, you are now up 12%. If you're buying at 5.4 and your buying stays above that level, you will be up at 6% as well. If you are a position trader, no buy signal yet because the stock from a stretch and position trader perspective is still bearish. Quick trader, those who bought at 5.1, fails to hold out at 5.4, take profits. Quick trader stays at 5.4, buy, target price is 5.7 pesos per share. Woo! Amazing, and that's why I love the markets, and that's why the stock market is one of the greatest investments out there. And I'll say this over and over because I've been investing now for 12 years, guys. The stock market is the best investment out there. It's the best investment because I'm not saying this out of theory. I'm not saying this out of academic information. I'm saying this because it's true. It works. The stock market is the best investment in the planet. So there. Anyways, next stock, Ayala Corporation. Ayala Corp. Boom. Ayala Corp. It's a bit of a pickle right now because it failed to break out of this, and because it failed to break out of this, it's now forming this. So since it's forming this, it has a short-term support somewhere here. So now, if the continued downward movement of Ayala Corp will continue, you can expect Ayala Corp to somehow go here. If 885 does not hold, what do? You just zoom out. If it does not hold, it will possibly go to around 863. So it's very, very interesting to watch because over the past the whole year of 2018, it has never gone lower than 865. For the whole year of 2018, it just stayed, and every time it hit 885, it would bounce. So that's an interesting note to watch. So for position traders, since it hasn't really shown you a firm reversal that it's going up yet, no buy signal yet, this AC really is now for quick traders. Buy at 885, sell at the 966 level. So it's quite predictable if you're a quick trader, no? So area to buy is 885, sell at 966. This is a 10% gain altogether. For those who attended our Stock Smart sessions and you are following the trend, you know what trend this is. It is a very, 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 very predictable trend that you can trade and you can make money off. So there, AC. So what I do know, I've been writing down all of the requests. Kasi minsan, may nagre-request na nakalimutan ko. So I try to write it down. So this is the stocks that we've talked about so far as of this point in time. So I've learned to write it down because I realized that if I write it down, wala akong nakakalimutan. Next one is Daryl Gloria is asking. Daryl Gloria. Hello, Daryl. Sa camera. Ayan. Daryl Gloria. Ano yung book niya, Fundamentals? It's spread across the books, no? Book 1, Stock Investing ATC. Book 2, Winning Strategies for Investing and Stress-Free Investing. So, that's where you can get that. Noel Rubia, Happy New Year from Abu Dhabi. Asking for Shell. Jen Villavro asking for Costco and AGI. Tapos na yung AGI. We're done with AGI. Dominic Reyes, Happy New Year from Parañaque. Kumusta ang Metrobank? So let's look at Metrobank first. Metrobank. There you go. Metrobank. Guys, so ito kaiba ng Metrobank sa AGI. Metrobank, if you follow the chart that I did for AGI, it did also this, but AGI failed to break out this resistance. Metrobank, however, broke out all of the parameters that we have now for Metrobank are now relatively telling you from a position trading standpoint that the stock is already bullish. Now, there's a change in direction here because for the short term, the stock is relatively moving sideways. So, position trader, you are a position trader, the stock is in an uptrend, hold, no sell signal yet, no sign of reversal yet. You are a quick trader, watch out for 82. Why should I say watch out for 82? Because 82 is the resistance. So watch out for 82. Failure to break out from 82, Metrobank can go back to around 77. If it fails to go back, fails to break out from 82, it can possibly go here around there. And then it will just consolidate again like what it did over the past December. So let's see if that's the progression for January. But if it breaks out of the 82 level, boom, next possible target price will be 86 here to as high as around 94. So that's what you need to consider for Metrobank. Metrobank breaks out from 82, target price is 86.5, breaks out from 86.5, target price is 94.5 pesos per share for the short term. So segmented position traders, it's still headed up, no sell signal yet. Quick trader fails to break out of 82, it can go back to 78. Breaks out of 82, it can go to 86.5. If it fails to break out of 86.5, sell. Breaks out of 86.5, target price will be 93.5 pesos per share. Then let's look at another bank, and I'll probably close it with this Security Bank. Security Bank, after failing to break the resistance at around 164, started to consolidate. If you look at it now, it's consolidating at this range. Support 152, resistance at 162. You have an 8% tradable range. So tradable range for Security Bank. Position traders, by the way, it's still in a downtrend. If I'll zoom out, you will see this. There you go. It still hasn't broken out of the large downtrend, but for a shorter perspective, you can trade this. Buy at 152, sell at 165. I repeat, buy at 152, sell at 165 pesos per share. So that's it. That's it, guys. JJ Case, top fan. Happy New Year, Sir Marvin, to everyone. Is it good Is T-bill a good investment? Of course, if you want fixed income and you want to lock in your returns, T-bills are okay. Of course, you won't get the returns as compared to trading, but if you want something that's fixed, I think it's good and okay already. Nedsin, Vita, yeah, there's so much requests, no? Oo nga, high energy today. I'll explain, no, for those who are joining, high energy because walang talks eh. And for those who know, the talks are an outlet for me, I guess, to share my passion. The reason why I just keep doing this, I've been talking about stocks for probably 9 years already, and the reason why I keep doing this and I'll never stop doing this because I love it eh. It's a way for me to share what I know. It's a way for me to make a difference in the lives of other people. It's a way for me to be part of your life, your journey as well. And this video will be in the internet for the next 5, 10, 20, 30 years. This will be here forever already. And I want to look back at this video, that for every video that I make, I want it to be something that will be something of legacy already. That I want to make a footprint that I'm part of the generation that helped usher in more Filipinos that will become more prosperous and rich. My big why is I just really want more Filipinos to know that they're rich, that they're prosperous. I said this in YouTube when I did the YouTube live a while ago. It's time that we stop seeing ourselves as poor. Filipinos are not poor. We are not poor. And I'll do this. I'll keep educating Filipinos up until I grow old, and I'll never stop doing this because we deserve better. For years, we've been taught that Filipinos are poor, Filipinos are not rich, that we won't amount to anything. But I'm here to tell you that it's time for our generation to take our place, and it's time for us to actually say no way. That we decide that we want to be prosperous, that we decide that we get to live our life at our own terms, that we get to decide that poverty ends in our generation, that I cannot treat and fix every problem out there. But there's one thing I know: if I can help one person become a multi-millionaire, and that one person becomes a multi-millionaire, and suddenly builds a foundation that will build a charity that will take care of a lot of street kids. If I make 1, 5, 10, 20 people multi-millionaires, and they create a difference in the Philippines, for me, that's a win already. You have to understand, guys, this is not just about stock trading and investing for me. This is something more of legacy, that if you guys prosper, I hope that you use the money that you have to make a difference in the world around you. And that's the punchline for all of this, that it's not just about stocks. It's about you using what you have to help everyone around you. And I won't stop doing this. And I guess it's a fitting start for the year, just to share the reason, the heart of why videos like this will just continue to happen. And in spite of the books that are out there already and the talks that I have, I'll never stop doing these videos, because I just want us to change the way we see ourselves. I just want us to change the way that we see ourselves. That you go to another country not because you need to, but because you want to. That you go to another country just because kailangan mo ng pera. Hindi. That we change the way the world sees us. That we are rich. That we are rich. That we are rich. And I pray that your 2019 will be so much better. That it all starts with what you see and what you believe. And it's time that you don't care what other people would think. It's weird. We're part of the 1%. That's why you just keep hustling. Why? Because if you keep on hustling and you keep doing what the 1% of Filipinos are doing, you will end up being like the 1%, and the 1% enjoys what the 99% do not enjoy. And I hope that as you enjoy that money, you also spread it around and make a difference in the lives of the people around you. So it's the first trading day of the year. There's so much in store. There's so much that's about to happen this year. God bless you guys, and that's what I always say. I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart.